Good morning, students. Welcome you all. This is your commerce class. We were on the chapter of planning. So today we are going to discuss about methods, rules and programs. So let me tell you about a very renowned famous sunglass store in the locality of my sister's house. She's in Haryana, and she told me one day that she visited there to buy sunglasses, and she's in a very good relation with that owner. Then the owner told her that how he used to deal with such a kind of glasses and how did he arrange his stock. That sunglass retailer is located in Haryana, and he opened the store in September of last year. Right now, it is just the one location, but he may expand in the next couple of years, depending upon whether he can make good money or not. Because it's just 6 months, so he is not earning that much amount of good money. Then January came along, and Sai needs to calculate his cost of goods sold for the previous year, for which he will do using the FIFO method. FIFO is first in, first out. That is the stock which is coming in the very beginning and to clear the same stock first. So when he starts with it, what was his inventory cost? So here is a graph showing his inventory cost right from September till December month, because generally our accounting year ends at December 31 or March 31st. So in September he bought 200 sunglasses, in October 275, in November 300, in December 500. His price was 200 per sunglass, 210 per sunglass, 225 per sunglass and 275 per sunglass in the subsequent months. So there is also a total of what amount he has paid from the seller whom he had purchased, and his total for the all 4 months was about 3 lakhs rupees. So going by the FIFO method, what is there that first of all he has to clear his stock, and his stock was to be clear by FIFO method. Sai needs to clear the older cost of acquiring his inventory first. So whatever sunglasses he is selling now, he is selling at the rupees 200 per piece. So if he follow the FIFO inventory method, his purchases was 9, 9, 8, 8 and 8. So beginning with inventory, that is first in, that is 5, 5 and 4. So when he cleared his stock, initially his stock was 56 and all these goods are available for sale. First 2 he cleared and now he is left with 47. But if he follow LIFO method, that is last in first out, then he would clear these 2 first and left with 8, 8, 8, 5, 5 and 4. So either of the method he follows, he will be able to justify the stock he purchased. So from the example, we can conclude that what is a method? A way of doing something. Management methods represent specific types of management. Thus, it is the way how organization, its resources and its processes are managed. They affect the management of either the whole organization business or its specific part, that is one unit. For example, what method of payment do you prefer? So it's an example of a method. When we talk about a method, we are talking about a way of doing it. So now I am talking about way of making a payment, that is cash, check or credit card. So what is the objective of following a method? First of all, to accomplish a comparison. We first of all accomplish a comparison, and in this way we also fulfill our survey related objectives. And in survey related objectives, we first collect the population census, a sample survey, and then follow a particular method depending upon the size and other geographical and demographic patterns. And last is to ensure the adequate services. Methods are followed to provide quality services to the customers. Different methods are followed in the organization to clear their stock or to handle the different activities or to go through the various tasks which they are assigned. First of all, there is a chronological pattern, then sequential pattern, special pattern, advantages, disadvantages pattern, compare contrast pattern, cause effect pattern, problem solution pattern, and topical pattern. So when we talk about spatial pattern is like if you take a map and you have to locate the capital of India on it, and you just highlight New Delhi with the help of a color, and what is it that you are following a special pattern. Then if you go for a topical pattern, then first of all we break a topic into parts and arrange them into order. Breaking a topic into different parts and then arranging the all into a order so as to let the sequence go in a particular order. Then here it is compare contrast pattern. Compare is that we are differentiating two items, and contrast is we are seeking out the similarities out of it. Then the next is, now we talk about chronological pattern. Chronological is, chrono is time and logical is order or reason. So first of all, from 2016, 17, 18 and then 19, that is a sequence is followed from the previous 3 or 4 years. Next is our sequential pattern. So when we talk about the sequential pattern, like we take an example in which a company is dealing with a product which have some differentiation in regarding their size and colors. So customer ID here it is 1, 1, 2, 2 and 2. So these are two customers but their ID is same because they are taking same type of goods. And again in the other case, these three customers are same, and because they are buying the same kind of goods, that's why their customer ID is same. So here their time of transaction is written, that is whenever they have placed order or purchased the quantity, then the number of items they have bought. Now this is not the quantity they have bought, this is the number of items. That is, they have to do it again and again, rather they give a particular number to a commodity like 30 number and 90 number. It's an item number, not the quantity which they have purchased. Next method is cause and effect pattern. Like people are exposed to germs. This is the cause, and what will be its effect? People get sick. Other cause can be people don't dress up properly for the weather. That weather is changing and people are not dressing up according to the change in weather. In that case, even they get sick. There are two lines, one a straight and another is dotted one. Straight line shows the immediate cause and the other line shows the remote cause behind it. So after the cause and effect relationship, our next pattern with the next method which is generally followed in the organization, it is problem solution pattern. So problem and choices are interrelated. We have problems, we have certain alternatives to clear such problems, like tell them to stop, walk away, talk it out. You can clear the problem by talking. We can also apologize to solve our problem. Then we can go for another activity. We can make a deal, ignore the same, or we can share our task with another and then give turns in between 2 or 3 heads so that the work is divided. So this is a method. So method is a particular way of doing a task so as to get ease in it and get it done without less efforts and saving in time. Okay, now all of you can read these lines. Listen when someone else is speaking. Work quietly at your desk. Raise your hand when you need help. Treat others with respect. Play safely. Make wise choices. Respect the personal property of others. Something strikes at your mind or not? These are the guidelines which we generally follow in schools, back to school days. So what are these guidelines? These are the rules. These are the instructions which you have to follow. Other than that, there are few corridor rules, there are classroom rules. So rules are different from one place to another, and they are general to be followed in the whole campus. So rules are the simplest types of plans taken out from various alternatives. Whenever a situation arises, the management go for making a rule or changing the rule as the situation demands. A rule requires specific action depending upon the situation, and a rule is not a guidance, rather it's a strict action to be followed. So the objectives of rules are: first objective, it's a fundamental bylaw. Then it's define the organization. Moreover, a rule is interrelated and is documented in a single statement. There are two types of rules: rules of order, rules of procedure. Rules of order is that rules does not become a part of a procedure. They are directly applied and are to be followed in the same manner as it is given. So rule of procedure is a rule which affects the procedure to be followed for another activity. For example, like a sales department has to receive order only then if they make payment. So the payment rule is make prompt payment as and when required. So whenever prompt payment is made, then the procedure will be following as smoothly as it can. Moreover, rules are helpful in conducting meetings in an orderly manner. Okay, let me give you an example of a housing partnership. Its name is TL Housing Partnership. So they have written few lines at their entry gates or outside their conference halls or in their prospectus. So what are these rules? What are the guidelines, the bylaws which they follow? First is partnership will be comprised of 10 voting and 8 advisory members. Rule 1. Evaluate affordable housing proposals. As they are dealing in housing activities, they are real estate agents. Their partnership is creating new houses for others. So that's why they are evaluating proposals. Next is locating available land suitable for development, where they can develop their housing plans and put those plans into action. So their next rule is chairperson will be an ex officio member of all committees. Whatever groups they have made in their company, now their ex officio, that is ex official member, will be the chairperson. Another rule is the clerk shall keep an accurate record of the proceedings of partnership. Members shall make every effort to attend all meetings. That is, attending every meeting is necessary for every member of the society. Excessive absences. If they keep on taking more and more leaves, they're absent, and then their dismissal is decided. They will be dismissed. So, if the rules are not followed, then there are certain disadvantages or pitfalls. First of all, it will have trouble making on a transition to the team. Next, it will be lacking in a consistent approach to performance management and career development. Moreover, if we do not keep on following the rules, what happened that more time is spent on managing and communicating the same data, the same item again and again. So, in a management framework, in a hierarchy of management activities in their status, the methods and rules are very important. Whatever methods they follow, they help in regulating the rules, or the rules bind all the methods together. To complete these methods, to follow the rules, to have their accurate acceptance by all, certain programs are designed by the organization to complete it in accurate time and without any delay. So here comes our next plan, the next standing plan. And what is it? It's a program. Program is a collection of projects, different projects clubbed together, and BAU work. So what does BAU stands for? Business as usual. Like if a program is made, it has to be done in the organization, but the other work, the business will continue the way it is going on. and it will achieve in overall goals. Programs can be a part of the portfolio, that is the whole statements written and the rules followed in the organization, or it can be for a different event. As the event is completed, program is finished. Programs also include a couple of projects or a lot, that is different projects, different events are documented in a single name, under a single name, which is termed as a program. So work which is being managed in the normal way using familiar methods is called a program. Work which is being managed in the normal way using familiar methods is known as a program. So we can say here that a rule is a plan which is situation based. It helps in making decisions by the management. A rule is defined in advance and is rigid. It is not flexible. It is hardly changing. It changes if the situation is very strong and demanding to change the same. It allows no deviation. It's a part of a procedure also. Let me give you an example. Rule is a part of a procedure or note. A rule is no smoking in the factory. So it's a part of a procedure or not? No. Smoking is a different aspect. Make payment within 21 days. It's a rule, but it's a part of a procedure, because after you make payment, then you go for realizing more information about the product and you will proceed with the next action. So procedure will continue. Rules, programs and methods, they are interrelated. They prescribe the limit of acceptable behavior. These plans channelize the behavior in a desired direction. Let me give you an example how rules, methods and programs are interrelated. So rule is no smoking. What is the method here? Advertisement and medication. So smoking, not smoking in public or promoting the concept of no smoking, what method will be adopted? Advertisement, making people aware. Second is medication, giving them antitoxics or narcotics so that they internally develop a stamina to leave the same. Or a program is followed, which is a collection of different types of rules and to be conveyed in a single manner by attending seminars, by arranging seminars, by rallies. Rallies are generally, you people generally see that the doctor's team, they bring hoardings with them and they keep on rallying with allowing that no smoking, no tobacco and no drugs. So they keep on bringing out the idea to save the society. Or we can celebrate World No Tobacco Day, No Smoking Day in order to promote the awareness. So this was all about rules, methods and programs. Watch the given school links. Refer the other links for more clarity of the concepts. Read the chapter, go through the explanation so that you have a command over the topics. So moreover, assess yourself by answering the questions. Rules are a set of objectives, directives to do or not to do certain things. Elaborate the statement with the help of an example. Second question, discuss the features of management methods. Third is describe the interrelationship between policies, rules and procedures. Thank you.